What's up, humans? How's it hanging? I'm the Nerdy Beard and welcome back to World of Warplanes. And today, just going to be veering off from my usual slightly, and I'm going to be featuring the Tier 4 British Heavy Fighter, the Blenheim F. And I've played enough games in this, obviously, to upgrade it and then get the Beaufighter, but I haven't played a lot from that point, and it only took a handful of games for me to fully upgrade it and then get to the Tier 5. So I'm still fairly new in this aircraft, and I haven't really figured out where it sits just at this stage, but I have fully upgraded it, so it's time to make a video. And just going to take a quick look around the outside of it, and compared to all the other aircraft I've played so far, this thing is monstrous. Really big, well-armored aircraft, and it's got some pretty decent firepower as well. So going to jump straight into the upgrades here. And yeah, it's got a lot more bits and pieces than a fighting normally does. So you've got the same aircraft, the Tier 4 airframe, sorry, that you play with through the entirety of this aircraft. You have a choice of 2 engine upgrades. You can upgrade from the 4 303 machine guns to the 2 20mm cannons, which I did, and I find that it just seems to be just a little bit more effective at dishing out the bigger damage just a little bit quicker, and it doesn't quite have the same heat issue that a fighter would. It just seems to give you a little bit more time to take out the enemy than, say, the guns or when they're mounted to the Spitfire. Got the 4 250-pound bombs, which do sit underneath the wing, both wings, and the 2 303 Vickers machine guns in the rear turret. Now, when with a single machine gun, it doesn't really do a whole lot. I found you can't really rely on it to protect yourself from much. Anything that comes at you with less than 20 hit points, yeah, you're probably going to get that kill. But anything else, it's probably time for you to get out of there. But adding the second 303 machine gun really made a big difference to my survivability. So because there's no airframe to upgrade, I decided the first thing to do was to go to the engine just to give that a little bit more airspeed. Then I went for the second turret, in the second gun in the rear turret, sorry. Then I went to the 20mm cannon upgrade. Maybe a little bit of a roundabout, but the aircraft itself was putting out enough damage to aerial targets, particularly fighters and multi-rolls, with the 5 machine guns. So it didn't really feel like you really needed those cannons to make a difference. But certainly the second gun in the turret made a huge difference to my survivability. Okay, and as with everything at lower tiers, I haven't mounted any equipment yet, and I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. It just, yeah, nothing really jumps out at me that would markedly improve the performance of this aircraft, and having really good survivability compared to a fighter, yeah, I'm doing alright. But of course, it's up to you guys how you feel. And for the service, usual universal ammunition, because it's there. We've got the 4 250-pound bombs, which just and resupply themselves, and taking the usual manual fire extinguisher, pneumatic restarter, and control surface trim. I haven't really found that this aircraft suffers too much from losing a pilot, and definitely with the 2 engines, the chance of fire is increased a little bit, and I have had a few instances where the aircraft has been set alight, so that manual fire extinguisher has come in very handy. Alrighty, that's just about it for the chat about the aircraft, I think. I'm going to hit the battle button and jump into a game, and I'll catch you in a sec. Alright, and we are away, and on the Scorching Sands map, and only 3 points to capture in this map. So, not really sure if we're going to get a chance to show off everything that this aircraft needs to do, but certainly we'll have a good chance to shoot down some enemy planes. So something a little different from the fighters is the role. So capturing the sectors, aerial targets destroyed, and capture points received. So instead of the slightly defensive option that the fighters use to get those chevrons, in this aircraft it's all about taking it to the enemy and capturing those points. So using your hit points, let me just get stuck into this guy here. Those cannons go to work. And yeah, I always forget that I'm actually not in a fighter, and I can't really just turn behind a target and go for him. Alright, so this guy is my next unfortunate victim. And those cannons doing some good work there. Alright, enemy on the tail, so let's get out of here. 25-second boost as well makes it very handy to get out of a bit of trouble, especially going vertical. Really helps you get out of those situations which aren't looking too good for you. Ooh, and after everything that I said in the lead up, it would appear that my pilot has been shot. Oh dear. Hopeless, absolutely hopeless. Okay, yeah, as I was saying just before, guys, so the aircraft is really designed to be pushing forward and going into those sectors to attack and capture them, not so much just to help capture them and then sit there and defend them from the enemy. So you need to be using your ample hit points and the ability of this aircraft to fly a lot higher than others to take advantage of an area maybe that's not so well defended, and otherwise an area that needs to be taken for you to win. So we've got a couple of bombs here. Just going to let them away and see if we can get a little bit of damage done that way. And it looks like these guys down here need to have some shooting down. And I've got a medal on it. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. It must be heavy fighter specific, so we'll definitely check that out when we get back to the hangar. Alright. And you can see, as with all autocannons, just fantastic damage output. It is really awesome. So I'm just going to chase this guy down and just get out of that area before I get surrounded. I really don't want to be surrounded by all the quick moving fighters here. I know a lot of times you'll see a heavy fighter go vertical and boost away from a problem. I think it is also a very good idea to be aware of what's coming, and if you see a whole group of fighters, probably not fly directly towards them. It's yeah, they tend to enjoy taking out the big stuff. Alright, so this guy looks like he wants to go, and we'll have another one here. Alright, so getting some work done. Thank you very much, Mr. Ally there. And alright, we get this guy out of the game, and we're going to be looking fairly good at this point here, and then it's just a matter of keeping these two secure, and then taking out the other guys at the other point. So I'm going to just get out of here for the moment, because somebody's coming after me. And I don't like it. Oh, and yeah, there it is. So the F4F. Good firepower, because we hit my hit points out very quickly. And yeah, I think I was probably a bit slow to react to that then. So, yeah, oh well. It's, that's one down, and we've lost the medal. Okay, so probably need to be concentrating more on the specific role rather than just doing circles shooting the other fighters. Alright, but we are on 3,600 points, and yeah, it looks like the two Yaks are doing very well as well. So, and we've secured a chevron. So let's get back into the fight. I'm going to take these guys out and then put some pressure on that middle. Now the autocannons do make it easier to attack the ground targets as well. So should probably be doing a little bit of that. I just really don't want to get stuck. Whoever that... Oh, it's one of the Yaks. Jeez, they're good. Yeah, so I really don't want to get stuck at low level, low altitude, especially not when there's some pretty good pilots on the other team by the look of it. And they especially this F4F, he really sorted me out quickly. Alright, so maybe an opportunity for a bit of payback. No, I think I might stick with these guys actually. Let's get these guys out of here. Oh, coming in way too quick. Yeah, that was almost a ram, and that would have been very embarrassing. Alright, so I'm just going to slow the airspeed just slightly so I can get plenty of exposure on this guy. And doing some nice work there. Let me see if we get the rear gun involved. Nope, it looks like he doesn't want a bar of it. Alright, and now I'm in trouble. And I'm in trouble. And I'm gone. That's another heavy fighter. Alright, as you can see, guys, I really haven't got a hang of how these are supposed to work, and hopefully by the time I'm ready to bring you a video on the Beaufighter at Tier 5, I'll have much more of an understanding of how these aircraft work, and we'll be able to do something a little bit more constructive than sitting in the respawn queue. I think that's probably a good idea. But it looks like we're coming second at the moment, and a little bit of time left, so need to get stuck in and do some work. A couple more kills would be very useful right now. So I'm just going to take advantage of the 25-second boost and just watch the speed go up here. You know, there's definitely one of the main reasons why if you're behind one of these and all of a sudden you're not, yeah, look at that excellent speed increase. And got so long, like such a long time of that speed. There's no wonder that these aircraft can escape quite effectively. Alright, so I'm going to... oh yeah, I'm going to go for this guy. I think he shot me down before, and it's time for a little bit of revenge. So let's get behind him, and then from this point, I'm basically going to go straight up and get out of everyone's way, and come in from a different angle, I think. Now I'm just noticing that there's two planes coming in behind me. Ooh, and he probably wanted the ram then. I need to get this guy out. Oh no, I think I might have mucked up, but too late. We're out of here. Ooh, okay, excellent. So the tail gun coming in there and got us some points. Fantastic. So I'm going to get out of the way and have a look at what's around me and pick my targets. So really do not want to get swarmed again. That was not fun the first couple of times. Did not last very long at all. Okay, this is definitely one of the guys I should be going for. My cannons need to get amongst this, and hopefully, engine's out. Sounds like I'm in a bit of trouble. I'm taking a few hits, but I need to get this guy out for the team. All right, fantastic. Now let's get the hell out of here. Oh, no, don't be silly. Let's get out of here. Okay, so you see it looks like I lost both engines there, or one very soon after the other. And I also have no boost, so I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I really need some help, and I don't think it's coming. Oh, that's all my consumables used and gone. And I think I might have just missed the squall there as well. So that could be the end of the game. But what did we just cap then that got us to victory? Wow. Well, that out of nowhere we got a victory. So excellent work, team. I didn't do a lot to contribute to that, but thank you very much. Alrighty, so I'm going to jump back into the hangar, guys, and we'll go over the results, and we'll see how we did. Back in a sec. Alrighty, and we are back in the hangar. So we got a victory, fantastic. And yeah, I didn't really do a whole lot then. That was a bit hopeless, but we got the win. Alright, so what is this? Johnson Medal Class 4, awarded for destroying at least 30 enemy ground targets. Okay, so that's a bombing mission. Excellent, happy with that. I had not seen that before, and I suppose this is only the first time really that I've been using an aircraft that has bombs on it. So awesome. 23,000 credits out of that, 4,911 for the times 3 for the day, 245 free experience, and 1 token for the Johnson medal. Alrighty, fantastic. So into the score. Yeah, see, I didn't really fulfill a lot of what I needed to do there. 5 targets, 5 assists though, so I don't know, maybe people were stealing all the hard work I was doing. And I was involved in 2 sector captures. Yeah, worth 1 chevron, so I really didn't play a huge role in that game. Just sort of was there for a little while, and then yeah, obviously everyone saw it. I was shot down again. So yeah. And we have a look here. So the 2 yaks on our team, fantastic performers. 12,603 chevrons for the guy at the top. Excellent work. Thank you so much for being on my team and not the other. We would have been in trouble if you two were not there. You see little on me there at 3rd place with 7,000 points and only 1 chevron. I was kind of just wondering where the hell I was most of the time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this one, unfortunately, guys. I don't have a whole lot else to chat about with the aircraft. As you can see, it's got good airspeed, but in the turns, it's slow. And always expect that if somebody in a fighter sees you and you're not directly facing them, they are coming after you and they're going to get underneath you or above you, and they're going to knock out a great portion of your hit points before you're able to do anything. So I found a lot of cases, if you've got a bit of distance between you and that enemy fighter, going vertical and hitting the boost can help. You can get up above their effective range, and they've with a between 5 and 8 second boosting's time, they might get a little bit closer to you, but with your 25 seconds, you're going to be able to carry on accelerating and climbing well past their stall level. So that is an option. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit slow on the uptake with this aircraft, so I kind of just sat around in the middle of there, not really doing myself any favors and not trying to escape a nasty situation. But I suppose we're all here to learn, and if it does give you an example of something, whether it's a good example or a bad example, at least I'm kind of helping, I hope. If you have any tips or tricks for me, guys, anyone who does play this particular type of aircraft, or any of the other heavy fighters from any other nation, please let me know anything that you guys do in order to, 1, stay alive, and 2, hit those big scores, because I would very much appreciate a bit of help with those. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give the video a like, and if you want to keep watching more World of Warplanes content, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be releasing a lot more videos than I have been in the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty crazy work-wise, but hopefully we'll be coming closer to the Christmas period. I'll be able to release a couple of videos a week at least. And thank you so much for everybody who has commented. I'm really enjoying having a good discussion about the aircraft and having a really good time chatting to people in game that have recognized my name and seen some of the videos. Yes, it's I kind of enjoy the fact that a lot of people think it's funny to try and shoot me down, regardless of whether it's good for the team or not. Keep it coming, guys. It gives me a really good laugh and makes me feel like we've got a pretty good community we can all play with here in World of Warplanes. Alrighty, guys, that's it from me. I'm the Nerdy Beard. Take it easy.